diabetes, cancer, arthritis, dementia, back pain, all horrible ailments, diseases that we would never want to get to that state, or anyone we care about into that type of state. However, it is happening more and more frequently, and what I am doing right now at this very minute in my house, in my kitchen, can be a causative factor, could lead us in that direction. Can you think of what it is? No, I'm not. No alcohol, not smoking, no drugs on me, nothing such as that. I'm sitting, and I know that can be mind-boggling, but yes, if we sit for too long and longer and longer, as the days go on, that can lead us, that can push it, that can be a factor in us acquiring one of those diseases or ailments I spoke of earlier. The average person now, the average adult, is sitting 10 hours per day. That's hard to believe, but if you think of our lifestyles now, what do? We get out of bed, right? Hopefully we can get up and do something active first, but then we jump in our car, we're sitting in our car, we go to work. Many of us are probably at a desk. In these times, we may be home at working, so you may be on your computer for long periods of time, but added up, on average, it's 10 hours a day. And yes, that can lead us down that awful road of disease. So of course, we want to try to get up as much as possible. Every 20 to 30 minutes, please stand up, and even if it's just for a walk around your house or the office, or sneak off to the bathroom, any excuse you can to get out of this sitting position is going to be so beneficial for you. And I just wanted to share an exercise with you today also that could really help when we're in this type of position. Of course, a lot of muscles will start to be affected, a lot of joints will start to be affected. You probably can't see, but maybe from this viewpoint, over time we'll start to sink, and our lumbar spine, our lower back starts to flex more and more. So we really want to combat that. We want to try to do everything we can again to get out of this position. But let me show you a little exercise that's great, especially for these muscles right here in our hips. They're called our hip flexors. And again, sitting in that position can really shorten those muscles. It can lead to a posture where our pelvis starts to shift, our lower back has to compensate, and it can just affect so many things. Our knees, our ankles, our hips, our back can all be affected by that posture. But what you can do is if you just find a counter, something nice and sturdy you can lean up against, you can put your hands on either sides of your hip, and you just want to try to walk your feet as close as you can back towards the counter also. And then from there, I want you to think of it like you're trying to push the back of your knees. You can see my knees are bent here. I want to straighten them and then push them back as best as I can towards the counter. And at the same time, think about it like you want to push your hips forward. So my legs are straightening and I'm pushing them back. And at the same time, I'm trying to push my hips forward. And you can see what that's doing. I'm really extending my back. I'm straightening my legs, extending my back. I'm probably going a little bit even further than neutral with my back. Hyperextension a little bit, which is fine for short periods. And with my hips pointing forward, I really get a great stretch through those hip flexor muscles that again can get so tight and short if we're sitting for long periods. So I'm really feeling a nice stretch through those muscles. I could even feel it in my abdominal area. And if you can try to hold that for about a good 30 to 60 seconds, even to get a little bit more out of it, you can try to squeeze your glutes, squeeze those buns. As you push back, you're squeezing those big glute muscles. And I'm pushing the hips and straightening the legs, and it feels great. Again, especially if you've been sitting for a long time, it really releases those hip flexor muscles, can give you instant relief if you're having back pain. Oh, it feels really good. And yeah, if you can get in there for about 30 to 60 seconds, even longer, you can actually feel them releasing. You can probably see I'm gaining more and more motion as I hold this position. And then after you release it, you'll feel like a new person. Feels so much better, so much more relaxed, even just from that little intervention. So please try that throughout the day. It's a great one. You can do it anywhere, in the office, at home. Even if you've been in the car for a while, just get up against the hood of the car and go through that. It can really make a difference in the long run. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Get up and move.